trying to make ends meet? Do you need a minute to get off your feet? Moving to the rhythm of the same old beat. Whoa. A slave to the grind till you drop dead. Tangle with the devil living in your head. Do you wanna party with me instead? Whoa. So we're going out tonight to dance under the city lights and live like we'll never die. Whoa. So we're living it up. Oh, we're living it up, yeah. Oh, we're living it up, yeah.
Oh, I was having a little jig. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cruise Shop Save. Melissa here. I've had a couple of weeks off, so we're back. And my special guest today is Emma Watts. She's amazing, full of energy, full of life. She's been on loads of cruises. She's going to tell us all about it. But the most important thing about Emma is that she is the co-owner of Cruise Addicted, which is an amazing group of cruisers that are truly and utterly addicted to cruises. So without any delay, here she is. Hi, Emma. How are you?
I was really going to put my cruising queen hat on then.
Oh, yeah, you should. I love that. Well, cheers. Happy Friday.
Cheers. It's Friday.
It's Friday. And cheers to everybody that's watching.
Cheers, everyone.
Please say hi.
Yeah, quick mouthful. Slurp, slurp.
Slurp, 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 slurp. So if you're watching, welcome. We're glad you're here. We're going to talk about cruises, of course. And if you've got any questions about anything that Emma's talking about, if you've got any opinions or comments, then please put them in the comment group chat. And then also, if you just want to say hello, we like that too. So say hello if you're watching. So
you're my family.
Yeah. Just close family and friends, nobody else. Yeah.
Awesome drinking partners from cruises. You know who you are.
Yes, you know who you are. So you've got, I don't know where to start. Where should we start? I don't know where to start.
Cruise
Should we start? Pardon? Cruise Addicted. Yeah,
Cruise Addicted.
Cruise Addicted. So tell us about Cruise Addicted. How did it start? What is it? Where can people find it?
Well, it started as a group called Rate, Rant and Review about 6 years ago by a lovely lady called Becky Hardy, who went on one cruise and thought, that's it, I'm hooked. Yeah. So she wanted to set up a group. And then she kind of needed some help, and I'd met her on a cruise, and I foolishly put my hand up and said, I'll help. I'm quite quiet sometimes of the year, other times I'm busy, but yeah, I can nip in and out and help. And then she rebranded as Cruise Addicts. So you might remember Cruise Addicts. And then we were off and running and going great guns. And then the pandemic hit and situations changed for Becky, and lifestyles changed for Becky. So she wanted to either bring it to a close or to move it along. So with the help of Cathy Rogers from Port Explorer, who I met through Cruise Addicted, I said, do you want to come and give me a hand and let's see what we can do? Yeah. And I suppose nearly 18 months later, we're still going as Cruise Addicted. So it's been a crazy 18 months. And from somebody that wasn't into this kind of world and put my hand up and said I'd help, I didn't realize how much help it was going to be.
I know, but it's amazing what you've done. I mean, you've got a fantastic website and you do some fantastic blogs on there. So actually I will just put the this is the website, cruiseaddicted.com, and then you've got a really good group. Like how many people's in the group now?
We've got about 15,500 on the group and about 12,000 on the page. I mean, they're probably duplicate numbers. We have the friendliest bunch of people. It always seems to be lots of interaction. We have a crazy moderator called David Burgess. I have to give him a shout out because he looks after the group. Hi, David. He looks after the group while we're asleep because he lives in Australia. So he's our night owl. And so we've got it covered pretty much 24/7. And he'll always say, oh, what have I done wrong? Or, he calls my husband Dave 007. So he's hilarious. But we are so grateful to have him with us. But we have a really friendly group, and we always have a laugh, I think.
I know. I think that's what I like about it. It's really funny because Cathy put something on there the other day. Cruises are really friendly until you call the ship a boat.
It's not a boat.
And then it all goes wrong.
It's not a
Never call it
boat.
a boat.
You can put
No.
a boat on a ship, but you can't put a ship on a boat.
On a boat. That is so true. I never thought of it like that. That is so true. Yeah,
that
so
really
if
upset
you,
Cathy.
I know, and I love it, and I think it's really comprehensive what you do as well. So Cathy's got Port Explorer, and I've interviewed her on this channel before, and you both contribute so much, because I feel like what you put out there is more, and we were talking the other day about this, it's more about the actual cruise line and about where you're going.
Yeah.
Really thorough. It's brilliant.
Yeah, well, we've both covered quite a few different ships and different destinations, and Cathy's one for getting off and just seeing what's there. She really wants to get the bare bones of the port, and she's really good at that, where I'm more of, well, that's all right, I'll book a ship's tour and I'll go off with them and I'll follow the umbrella or the paddle. Where Cathy's more about the explore side of things, and I'm, I like the ship and all the facilities on board. So we balance each other really well.
Yeah, it's really good balancing. But what can we talk now about your transatlantic crossing cruise? Because that looked amazing.
It was fantastic. We had booked to go to New England, Canada, and New York. It was 25 nights for our 25th wedding anniversary, which was on board ship. So we had like one night for every year of marriage. So it was really perfect, and it covered our anniversary. And we'd never been on a transatlantic before, so we were going to have 2 there and back. And we'd never been to Canada. We both, my husband and I, had done America. So it just seemed like the perfect timing. Plus, it was going to Prince Edward Island, and as some of the people out there know, I'm a huge Anne of Green Gables fan. Consequently, Hurricane Fiona had other ideas, and that stop was cancelled, so I never got there first nor last.
Yeah.
But the transatlantic was great. It was actually quite moving, leaving the Solent and leaving the Isle of Wight where we lived behind, and knowing we were just going to see for 6-7 days. And I was expecting possibly a bumpy ride or rough seas, and we had fairly calm seas. And in fact, for 3 days, we had non-stop fog. And that was a little bit, you could hear the foghorn going.
We've got a couple of people with messages, and something, unfortunately, I think I'm streaming in the Facebook group, and so I don't know who this is. I'm so sorry. So hi, Emma, you met such lovely people.
Oh, bless your heart.
What's that? So go on.
It's a mystery who that is, but you are lovely too.
I know, and I don't know how to fix it. I think they have to sign up in my group. I don't know. And then we've got, this is hilarious. Can you put my wife in the direction, save money on clothes so that we have more money to spend on cruising?
Well, between Melissa and I, we are genius at shopping, and cruising. So definitely, yes.
We can help you out. There's a balance in there somewhere. There's a balance, because you've got to look good on a cruise, but there is a balance.
Look good on the cruise. But yeah, we had 3 days of fog, and to hear the foghorn going on timer every 2 minutes, you're inside and you think, oh God, I hope the radar's working.
Yeah. Was that through the night as well?
Yeah, it's constant.
That gives me a feeling of Titanic.
Well, they didn't have fog. I think they didn't have fog. It would have been a bit different. But yeah, no, it was we had that for about 3 days, and then you come out, and we were near the coast of Newfoundland, and it was just the most spectacular.
I've got some pictures.
Blue sea, calm seas. Yeah, it was stunning. So I've got a jumper on there, but I didn't really need it on. And this is very end of September, beginning of October. And it was glorious. So lovely.
So I've probably got all these in the wrong order, but this is, I love this picture.
This was Peggy's Cove. So you get to Peggy's Cove from Halifax, and it was the most beautiful drive out to Peggy's Cove. I just wanted the coach to stop every little fishing village we came past, it was like a mill pond. And being a photographer, the reflections and all the photographs I could have taken, I just wanted to get off.
Wow, this is beautiful as well.
Yeah, that's let me think where that is. That is St. John's, Newfoundland.
Oh, St. John's,
Last port. That's a very narrow entrance into St.
Yeah.
John's, and yes, that's a really nice place to go to.
That's beautiful.
Arcadia National Park from Bar Harbour. The autumn colours were just coming out there. I think we were a little bit early for the main colours, or maybe even too far east. I don't know whether you need to go more mid-country, but we were just a bit early for the colours.
And then this is stunning.
Yeah. That is the entrance to St. John's. It's super narrow. That's at sunrise. It was just wow. Spectacular arrival.
That's amazing.
You have to get up early for that one. It's lovely.
We've got a couple of comments. Oh, the last comment was actually Emma's husband, Dave.
Oh.
Wow.
Yes, I know how to save money on clothes.
That's so funny, Emma. That's so funny.
Thing is, he only ever knows what I bought when we go on a cruise, because it all comes out.
It's Lindsay who said about meeting those people.
So Lindsay was with us, and you may have heard of her husband is Ken Goes Cruising.
Yeah.
So that's Ken and Lindsay. They were my cheers. I've only single parked, Lindsay. I'll get another glass and double park just for you.
Nice to meet you. I want
great
to
fun.
talk to Ken. Yeah.
Oh, good. You must talk to Ken. They were absolutely brilliant fun. We'd meet them ashore, and all of a sudden we'd be drinking beer.
Oh, my kind of people. I'll be in touch. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Do you know, it's so funny. I was just going to say, a lot of people don't think, because I've done New England, Boston. What did I do? Boston, St. John's. What's the other one?
Corner Brook, Sydney, St. John.
No, it's gone. But it was a long time ago. But
There's
a lot
quite
of
a few
people
up there.
don't. Where did they do the glass? Oh God, I forgot. I'd have to look at my maps again. But what I was going to say is a lot of people don't ever think of going to New England and Canada on a cruise, but it is the best way to see that part of the world, isn't it?
It was absolutely perfect. And it's one holiday that we've both said we will definitely do it again, because there's so much to see in each port. You could spend 2 or 3 days at each destination or each port and still not seen it all, or tasted the flavors, or tried the local, flavors. Boston, we did. We walked across the common. We walked up to the Cheers. We kind of followed the Freedom Trail a little bit. My sister and brother-in-law were with us, and they did one of the hop-on, hop-offs. So they explored it in a different way. We walked it. Yeah. So easy peasy. Lovely city. Yeah.
So I've got, speaking of different flavours, you and I were chatting about the food, weren't we? So let's talk food. Like, the food over there is amazing. So you
cannot go on this cruise to this area, New England, Nova Scotia, or anywhere around here, without having a lobster roll. These are everywhere. They catch the lobsters. It's absolutely beautiful.
Lobsters in there.
It's full. They're not the cheapest, and everyone's chatting. Well, how much did you pay for yours? How much was yours? Some come with a drink. Ours came with a bit of salad and some crisps. I think we paid around 25 Canadian dollars for it, so it's quite expensive. But we had one to share, but other people got them cheaper in other places. I think we were kind of a target audience at Peggy's Cove, out at the lighthouse. But it's the one thing, if you like shellfish and seafood, you have to have lobster roll or lobster beef or lobster anything. It's just
the clam chowder out there is gorgeous.
Yeah, we had that at where we went for the caves. It'll come back to me, but clam chowder.
But this was that's you holding it.
Yeah, that's the side. Yeah, so they are full. Oh, this was in Halifax. These were amazing. Beaver tails. It's like a donut, but like a cronut, like a croissant donut, but it's flat. and you have different toppings. So whether you want the marshmallows or the maple syrup, sugar or chocolate, bananas, you name it, anything sweet, or you can have savory ones.
Wow.
And it was so
different.
good. It was so good.
And this is the place. And so where was this?
This is in Halifax. So you
Halifax.
literally walk along. The first time I've ever been on a boardwalk. I mean, I live on an island, so we have piers.
Yeah.
But this was an actual boardwalk that went along the wharf by the cruise ships that were berthed up, and it was along the boardwalk, beaver tails. So we had a beaver tail, and we had a Tim Hortons, because you cannot go to Canada without a Tim Hortons, and we didn't know that, so we had beaver tails and Tim Hortons.
Yeah, look at this menu.
Oh, they were just, that was heaven.
See, that was heaven. Do you know what though? It's such a good balance when you go on a cruise, isn't it? Because obviously you're going to indulge, but you walk everywhere, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, someone said
we did.
Someone
said love beaver tails.
Fans. I think we should set up a business. Nothing like that over here. It'd be a huge hit.
Well, I mean, it's like the Caribbean's rum cocktail. In Halifax, you have a beaver tail.
Beaver tail. Yeah. Really weird. Really weird name. Oh.
I know. We wondered what it was, but we soon found out.
Yeah, I love it. So you had 6 sea days over there. That sounds like heaven to me, just to unplug, relax, enjoy everything on board the ship. They do some, because you get entertained like nothing else, don't you? They have a great schedule.
Yeah, they had so much going on, but I think because they had a captive audience, because it was such a long sea days, that the uptake for the choir, they had like 80 people. So they were running out of space to try and do the rehearsals for the choir. The carpet bowls, which they normally do in a little section by the Crown Grill, they had to find a room. So everywhere was trying to find rooms and pushing people out of other rooms. And it was, I think where people would have
were you in the choir?
Say again?
Did you join the choir?
No, Ken and Lindsay were the choir people. I videoed them.
Oh,
they were
Ken
brilliant.
and Lindsay, we have a video.
But there was like a flash mob dancing. So you could do singing, dancing, bowling.
Yeah.
There was quizzes. I mean, we all did the quizzes, and they did like a syndicate quiz that built up to the end of the cruise. So there was ample things to do during the day. They did wine tasting, all sorts of things, or even like paper aeroplane competitions. And my husband spent about an hour making this paper aeroplane, like a feat of engineering. And it actually flew quite well, but he didn't win. It occupied him for an hour.
Perfect. Oh, I bet he loved that. And then, so did you sail straight into New York?
No, we went to Corner Brook, where we should have actually visited Corner Brook, Sydney and Charlottetown for Prince Edward Island, but because Hurricane Fiona literally came up and engulfed the whole bay of the Straits of St. Lawrence, I think it's called, or where Prince Edward Island is, that the captain said that I know on the way back we're going to be calling at St. John, New Brunswick, but I've managed to get a support call there instead. And in fact, some of the people were actually leaving the ship in New York. So there were people doing sail out and fly home. And my sister and brother-in-law, they flew out and sailed home, and some were doing the whole lot. They said, we've got an extra port of call in St. John, and we will actually have an extra day in New York. We'll get there early by an extra day. So instead of one night, we had 2 nights in New York, which was brilliant.
I love New York. It is nuts.
It was crazy. And the thing with New York is that I think you have to do a lot of research before you go.
Definitely.
You definitely have to download the New York Ferry app before you even leave the UK, because you have to register a credit card with the app, and it needs an address. And if you're downloading it in America, it wants an American address. It won't accept a British address.
Great tip. That is such a great tip.
You must download your ferry app before you leave the UK and register a card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, have it all set up. When we got to New York, we had docked in Brooklyn, not Manhattan. If you dock in Manhattan, you can walk into town. If you're in Brooklyn, it's a whole different ballgame. And the yellow cabs don't like to come to Brooklyn, the taxi will cost you around $80 just to get into, say, Times Square.
Yeah.
So you have to be very organized. And the ship docks at Red Hook, by the Red Hook ferry terminal, and it's only $4 for the ferry. But if you haven't got the app, the first day when Princess had been brilliant and got us into port, but nothing was organized. There were no tour buses because we weren't really meant to be there. There was about an hour and a half, 2 hour long queue for people to pay with cash to buy a ticket for the ferry. It was bedlam. But we bought our tickets in advance. So we just jumped the queue and got on the ferry.
That's a good tip. Do you have that? Do you have that all written out in a blog somewhere? Is that?
Yeah, it's on the video I've done of New York. So I've shown maps and things, but it brings you straight over to Pier 11 where Wall Street is. So you can walk around 9/11 and the
isn't that amazing? I mean, it's so moving, and
so moving.
A lot of people call it, quite morbid, but I've been to the memorial at Pearl Harbor, and I've been to that one, and it just gives you goosebumps, and it's just so amazing what they've done to preserve that site and to have it as a memory. And it's just when you go there, you cannot believe that they saved so many people. I mean, I know a lot of people perished.
I mean, it's shocking, super emotional. Super emotional.
So emotional.
We have friends in New York. They live in Manhattan. We met them on a Holland America cruise 6 years ago, and we've just become firm best friends. And in fact, she was just messaging me before I came on. We're planning our next jollies for next year.
Nice.
We've just had a long weekend in London together, and so we could stay at their house. And a lot of people actually had booked hotels in Manhattan from the ship. Rather than £80 taxis there and back, you might as well just book a hotel. We were there for 2 nights and stay in the heart of Manhattan. So they met us. Her husband met us because she had to work because she wasn't expecting us in a day early. And he literally walked us 12 miles around New York.
That's fantastic.
You've gone. You've disappeared off the screen.
That's the cat. That's my cat. Sorry.
Flipping creatures. So yeah, he walked us around, and literally the first day was Winston's tours, and he gave us all the tastes of New York. I wanted to taste New York. So we tried cheesecakes and pizzas and Cat's Diner with the pastrami on rye. We ate everything. I've never eaten so much food in my life. And then he took us to this bar called McSorley's, which is from I think 1854. This is like one of the oldest bars with the swing doors and the sawdust on the floor.
But in
one of the wars, all the men, all the soldiers had gone and had their last supper there, and they all left their chicken wishbones on the light fitting, and all the chicken wishbones are still there. The ones that came back got their chicken wishbone, and the ones that didn't, their chicken wishbones are still on this light. And you sit there and you just think, oh my life, it's so full of memorabilia. And if you can get to McSorley's when you're in New York, so much to see.
Yeah, I would love to go back, but when we went, I think it was pre, pandemic and stuff. But I think now you can pre-book your ticket, because if you want to go up the Empire State Building or the Chrysler Building, it's just such a good idea to pre-book, because we did stand in quite a few queues.
Don't waste your time queuing. Pre-book everything. Be organized. It's the one place I would say, if you were going to research it or pre-book and be organized, do it in New York, because
definitely
you don't want to. It's like my sister, they booked a pedicab, so one of the little cycling ones, and it was one that was recommended on TripAdvisor with the chap's name and phone number, and he he was legitimate. And so some of them kind of can be a bit, you've got to be a bit careful.
You do.
But they did the pedicab around Central Park. My husband cycled it on the electric bikes. I walked it with my friend. So we all kind of did different things. It was fun.
That's amazing. Oh, I love it. Hello, can I help you? Chatting here.
She says, "Where the dreamies?"
I'm under no illusion. That is not loyalty. That is, where's the treats? I love it, and that's my kind of cruising, like really kind of different cruising. But
Yeah.
so what's next? What's the next cruise that you're going to go on?
Just a little one. We kind of burnt the budget in New York and Canada, but no, we're just doing a little jolly on one of my favourite ships, MSC Virtuosa. So that's coming up very soon.
When are you going?
It's about 10 days time.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, not long. And unfortunately, we're not cruising with Ken and Lindsay. They're getting on as we get off. So I think it'll be a hug at the embarkation gate.
Yeah. So I've just booked MSC Virtuosa, but we're going end of May.
Perfect. You'll have a great time.
Bank holiday. Oh, I can't believe that. I've never ever cruised on MSC. So have you cruised on MSC before?
Yeah, we are. I've just checked today. We've actually been upgraded. We're now Diamond, whatever that means. I think that might get me a dressing gown now. But yeah, so we've done a few with MSC, which is
I love the freebies.
Yeah, I've got 12 on this cruise with me, so I just hope it's going to be fun. It's like pressure.
Oh my God. So I cannot believe the deal that we got. We got an unbelievable deal, and somebody really helped me out. I can't believe what we got. So we got this Wayne's son in a solo cabin, got a great deal, because I said to my husband, that's fine, we could go, but we'll have to pay for 2 people because MSC are very much for solo cruises, same as NCL. A lot of cruise lines are starting to accommodate solo travelers. And yeah, we got such a good deal, included the drinks package. So what can I expect on MSC? I've never
you can expect a beautiful ship. She's LED lights, she's Swarovski crystals on the stairs. She is just a great fun ship. The drinks packages are brilliant, the food is great, the entertainment. We've booked the show with a cocktail. We did that last time and they're brilliant. So I think it's £9, but you get to see a different show, which is like a franchise show. Okay.
Wow. So I remember Love Annie. It's such an incredible sail away.
Is it that? Well, just briefly going back to New York, and Lindsay and Kenneth say you didn't mention we actually had to dash back to the ship because Joe Biden was flying in and they were stopping everything at 4:00, all the river ferries, all the buses, all the trains, because of lockdown. Yeah, because of lockdown. They hadn't told the captain. He knew nothing about it. So everyone's rushing back to the ship. How did you find out? Well, because we have a Facebook group for that cruise. There was a good number of us on there that someone had said, Biden's coming in, get back to the ship. So everyone started to dash back to the ship, and oh my God, it was incredible. All the drone helicopters, all Air Force One helicopters, the sea, the waterfront around Brooklyn Harbour, Brooklyn Bridge was just police boats. It was really exciting. So did anybody not get the message and miss the ship? Well, we were delayed sailing, so I think they did. The captain did wait, and he came and he said, "No one told me this was happening." To be fair, the captain only joined the ship in New York because the other one had got off. Right. So he said, "No one had told me. Yeah, no one had told me this was happening, and we can't go. We're stuck here until we have clearance." Yeah, they wouldn't even let him do the princess horn. He wasn't even allowed to do the love boat horn as we sailed out. Fair enough. But no, back to Virtuosa. She's a fun ship. She has a really great feel. So yeah, I sailed on her twice last year, and again this year, and we booked for next year as well. Oh wow, yeah, we're really looking forward to it. So you're going on MSC Virtuosa. How long are you sailing for? It's just a shorty. It's just 3 nights. It's just so the people that are with us, they've never cruised before. It gives them a flavour of what a cruise could possibly be like, and is it for them? Is it not for them? Dave and I booked this the day it went on sale. Talk about bargains. It's £159 per person for 3 nights. What? We booked it the day it went on sale, and it was just, should we do this? What else are we doing? I think let's just do it. Book it anyway. Yeah. And then other people said, "Oh, we'll come." So we've ended up with 12. So not like the cruise monkeys. I think they've got 80 something. But yeah, I'm happy with 12. So whereabouts is it going? From Southampton, is it? We go to Guernsey. Yeah, Southampton, Guernsey, and Le Havre. But we're going to treat
Oh,
Le Havre as a sea day, so they get to use the ship
yeah.
and the facilities on the ship and enjoy a sea day ashore.
Yeah. And then oh my God, the cat. Stop it. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No
Oh
dreamies.
my God. You need to go now. You need to go. Go, abort. Oh,
I'm glad it's your cat, not mine. Mine's giving me evil
Cameron
eyes
with
from
me
the
with her.
conservatory.
Imagine that. Cat had the camera in its mouth running through the house. Anyway, oh my God, that's amazing. Let me know next time. Well, I am in your group, but I don't know why I don't get
come on the next one with us. We're doing one in October next year, so come with us then.
Oh wow.
We're going to Ireland. That's to Cork, so that'll be a nice little one.
I'd love to do that. That's where my ancestors are from. That's where everybody's ancestors are from, actually.
I think so. Or Norway. Is it Sweden? And then the next cruise for us is Island Princess with Princess Cruises. We're doing Norway up to the North Cape. We were meant to be going to. We're doing the Midnight Sun. We were meant to be going to Spitsbergen to Svalbard, but because of Norwegian environmental issues, they've cancelled that port. I'm gutted because we were going to be doing the glacier safari. I was so looking forward to that on one of these ribs with all the gear. But instead, we're going to Lofoten Islands, which is like a national park. They call it a bit like the Maldives of Norway. So it's going to look spectacular, but probably quite chilly. And we're going to a place called Sommerøy. Well, from Tromsø, we go to Sommerøy, which is an island that they've turned off time. They don't have time. It's time free. Because they have daylight for 3 months of the year, there's no law that says you cannot mow your grass at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
You can do anything you want at any time. So they've literally snapped a clock in half and become a time-free zone.
I'm moving there. I love this.
It's incredible. It looks beautiful. So we have a 4x4 kind of GP safari thing booked for there. So I'm really looking forward to that as well.
I love this. I think I don't know what that is. My cat. I think that's Emma.
I'll sit my Captain Husband. Oh no, wrong Emma.
Oh.
But definitely get your Captain Hudson cats, especially if you're raising money for charity.
Yes, really good.
Yeah, she's done really well.
Really good. I love it. So I'm definitely going to cruise with you at some point. I don't know when, but we are definitely going to cruise together.
Well, as I said to my friends, I'm either a good influence or a bad influence, and I haven't quite worked out what one it is yet.
It doesn't matter. I think that if anyone just is 5 minutes in your company, they are immediately happier, Emma. That is without a doubt. Your energy is just absolutely amazing. I love your group. I think it's really funny about the cruise addicted side of things. And I had my friend contact me. She's actually had an accident. She just posted that she fell over, so she would have been here tonight. Oh, it's Bonnie. Oh, hi, Bonnie. I have my own Captain Hudson plushie. Oh,
they are so cute.
Yes. I'll swap you. My cat has been so naughty at the moment. Hi, Bonnie. I hope you're well, my love. Thank you for
my cat's just had a mouse, but she's gone outside with it. We call it into Dead Mouse Corner. So I think she's gone into Dead Mouse Corner with her creature. Oh.
Emma's influenced me into being double parked.
Oh, that's Lindsay.
How do you know who it is? Can you see the name?
Because Lindsay double parks the same as Emma does now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we go to the naughty corner and double park.
When we finish the interview, which I need to get more wine. So
I can't believe you've said I've opened a bottle, so I've opened a bottle. Then you've turned up with half a bottle left in yours.
I thought I had more than. Anyway, we've got more wine. I just had my husband come back, so I made you open a bottle. It is
so
Friday.
I'll finish it. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Every day's Friday, isn't it?
It's true. I'm so glad that we did this. Will you come back and do it again with me, please? Because
we haven't even touched. I know we've waffled, haven't we? We haven't even touched things I know we were going to talk about. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What was that?
I know. I've forgotten.
We'll have to do it again. We'll have to do it again.
Yeah. Maybe we can have Cathy on as well.
Definitely.
And
we'll have all three of us. That sounds good. Because Cathy's on a cruise right now, isn't she?
She's on a cruise right now. She had her last port of call today. And then she's heading up to Fort Lauderdale, and I just hope everything's calmed down, because yesterday the airport was just underwater. So I'm really hoping she can get home.
They've had.
I'm hoping to see her in May, because our moderator is sailing over on the Anthem of the Seas. He's doing a transatlantic himself, and I will get to meet him. He's coming to stay here. So I think Cathy's coming down.
Lovely.
So I think it's the three of us together will be fun.
That's amazing. So when does Cathy fly home? Is it Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday, I think, because I don't think she gets it could actually be Monday.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. She'll just tell me when she's on the plane.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was speaking to a friend in Fort Lauderdale today, and she was telling me about. I didn't know about it, and then I started to look at all.
Bad.
Yeah, really bad. Yeah, just they had like a 1 month's worth of rain in 5 hours, something crazy like that. And Florida is on coral rock, so it just takes ages for it to drain.
Oh, it doesn't drain anywhere.
Yeah, there's no way for it to go.
Oh. Well, I'm sure by the time she gets there, everything's going to be okay, and she'll get home.
I hope so, yeah.
She'll get home okay. Start planning her next cruise.
Yeah, definitely. But thank you so much, Emma. You will arrange a chat with you and Cathy, because we have got way more to talk about. And this has just been absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for your time.
That's all right.
I am going to see you in June.
We are. All my lot watching. Melissa's going to join us at the Isle of Wight Festival.
Yes, I'm going to be. Yeah, I'm going to.
Really
sorry. Yeah, so I don't know whether to be afraid or excited.
Yeah, excited. No, just be excited. You'll have a great time.
That's good. Oh, here we go. It's all is quiet and dry in my part. South Florida, no flooding, and it's usually the other way around, isn't it? South Florida usually gets the flooding, and it's Fort Lauderdale area that's.
I'm glad they're okay.
This cat. What's wrong with the cat? Anyway, I'm going to get wine. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And they've got sun in Miami Beach. Now you're bragging.
I'm so jealous.
It's not sunny here yet.
I'm so jealous.
I'm so jealous. I love Miami Beach. Absolutely gorgeous place. I did live there for a little while.
Get you.
I know. I decided to come back to wet and cold and rainy England. So there you are.
Yeah, it's definitely been that today. Hideous here.
Awful. But everyone, have a great weekend. We'll see you next Friday. I don't know who my special guest is, as usual, but it'll be someone. Might even be Emma again. I don't know.
Double part, double booked. I don't mind.
double part, double booked. Exactly. Bye. I know that's funny. I don't know why the names are not coming up, but I'm going to message everybody in the group saying thank you all so much for watching, and
thank you for having me. It's been a ball.
Pleasure. And do you know what? Thank you so much for your time, because I know you're super busy. The cat. What is the cat doing? Dude, bite the thing.
Stop your cat, not mine.
She's never this naughty girl. Oh my God, she wants feeding or something. Anyways, we're gonna go. Thank you so much for your time, because I know you're really busy, and I love watching your videos. I love watching your Facebook group. It is really funny. If you haven't already done so, you need to head over to Cruise Addicted Facebook group and join. It's a fantastic community.
Come and say hi.
And it's just all about cruising and having fun and drinking and eating and all the good stuff.
And drinking and eating.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. Have a really great weekend.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Bye.